Good morning. Good morning, healthcare heroes, and good morning to our local community that's watching today. I'm Nicole Traum, and this is Lee Health's Healthcare Hero Self-Care Moment. And we've made it to Wednesday, halfway through the week. Quick week, too, because we had a holiday earlier on. So this week we're talking about thriving and finding ways to thrive in uncertain times, which is our time right now, right? So we're gonna start with a little bit of breath because I wanna hop right into the breath because I feel like for me, when I feel uncertain or unsteady, the best way to ground is to really tap into that breath. And sometimes that's the best way to kind of clear things out. So as you breathe this morning, think about letting all that junk, all that stuff that you've got going on in your body and in your breath, just start to slowly clear out. So let's start with a couple deep breaths. You can inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let's do one more. Just filling up with breath. And then emptying out. Good. I'm just going to notice how that feels. It's so nice to start with a little bit of deep breath work. It starts to bring us back into our bodies and into our breaths. So we're going to do a little bit of self-massage today, going down the side of the neck and up through our temples. So I'll actually start at our temples. Make sure that your hands are clean, obviously, right? And then we're gonna take your hand right here and just start to gently press. And you can take both hands and just start to release there a little bit. So it's been raining here in Southwest Florida for a couple of days, kind of like a low pressure, a little gray, which can affect our mood. It can affect how we feel in our body. Sometimes you'll feel that pressure in your head. And that's why we're starting with this today. So as you breathe, just feel the muscles of your face start to relax. This actually feels really good. Good. And then if you want to go a little bit closer towards your ears, you can. Just releasing some tension there. Make sure you can sit up nice and tall and breathe a little bit deeper. Good. And now we're going to take our thumbs and start to work behind the ears. Just kind of massaging in circles. And work your way all the way towards the back of your head. So there's this little ridge there you might feel. It's kind of at that spot where your spine and your skull meet, and you can work your hands along there. There's some muscles that attach there that can be particularly cranky, especially if you haven't gotten good amounts of sleep. So you might feel that. And just massaging gently and making your way back towards the back of your ears. Just noticing where there's tension and bringing a little bit of awareness there, a little bit of movement. When we bring that pressure and like massage, we start to bring a little bit more blood flow, which makes things heal and makes things feel better. Good. And then you can start to work your way down right underneath your ears, and you'll feel this column of muscles here. And again, these are those muscles that maybe you're holding a little stress. Maybe you didn't sleep well last night. So just working your way down the sides of the neck. You can release your jaw a little. Going all the way up. Now your collarbones are right here, and you usually can feel them. And just work along the top of the collarbones. Letting yourself breathe. Good. And then in the front of the collarbones, just kind of on top. That's it. And just give yourself permission here to start to soften. So when we get a massage, right, it's to relax our body. Same thing when we do some self-massage. Good. And then we're going to work into our hands now. So you're going to take your right hand up and just bring your left hand onto your wrist and pull the flesh down a little as you make some circles. So just feeling your wrists maybe crackle and pop a little. I know a lot of you that are watching are on your computer a lot, so this is a great way to release into those forearms. Good, and then we'll do the other side. So left arm comes up, grab onto your wrist and then pull the flesh down a little and then just start to make circles. This side, this is my right hand because I'm mirroring you guys, but this side is a little tighter. So you might notice one side's a little bit tighter, especially if you use it more, just making those circles. Good, and then take your hands and interlace them and start to stretch them forward. And as you press them forward, just start to lengthen and rock side to side. Feeling that stretching happening into your back body, into the sides of the shoulders. That's it. Checking in here as you breathe. So nice full inhales, nice full exhales. Good. And then let's inhale those arms up. I'm sitting on this a little too much. And just stretch as you reach up and over to the right. And then up and over to the left. One more time to each side. So up and over to the right, just stretching here, and then up and over to the left. Good. And as you lower your arms down, you can roll your shoulders onto your back. Feel your jaw release, your shoulders soften. And we're gonna take a little twist now. So inhale your arms up, and as you exhale, just twist to your right. So bring your hands to the side of your chair. If you have arms on your chair, you can bring it there. And just start to twist yourself here. As you inhale, lengthen up tall, and then as you exhale, you can twist. Try and keep the length in your spine. Let those shoulders move away from your ears. Good, take another 2 breaths. That's it. And then we're gonna inhale back up through center. So bringing those arms back up, twisting over to your left this time, sitting up tall, shoulders onto your back, just twisting. Feeling your spine lengthen here. 2 more deep breaths. Let those shoulders soften away from the ears. There we go, good. And then come all the way back through center, good. Roll your shoulders again, and then take your hands one last time, just stretching those palms out, going side to side. Good, lifting your arms up, moving your head side to side. Good. And then from here, let's bring our arms down, and we're gonna take a comfortable seat because we're gonna do a little bit more of that breath work and meditation today. And I wanted to share with you, I have a little prop, something that I picked up. I know some of you guys probably watched yesterday. I talked about going out to the Babcock Ranch tour, which was really, really cool. And they had, I had gone to it right before quarantine, and there was a controlled burn. And so this time when I went back, which was about 3 months later, all these new things were growing. So I wanted to share a little bit of a story about why and how this applies to ourselves. So one of the things that I picked up, and it's very, very spiky, is this pine cone. So if you know anything about pine cones, they're called, well, most pine cones are serotinous. I'm going to say that wrong probably, but that means that they have these seeds kind of in little pockets, and there's some resin around them. So what happens is they stay on the tree, and they can stay on the tree for up to like 5 years, right? And what happens then is that they, if they're exposed to extreme heat, so like in the form of a fire, the resin will start to melt. It'll start to release. And then within the ash and everything, which we talked about yesterday, the ash can be very, very, very fertile. Then new things rise up. So this is this cool thing about the pine cone. So I wanted to share a little bit about that because I feel like in our lives, we're under a lot of pressure, right? And we can think about, well, what are those things that start to rise up, those good things, those positive things that can rise up when we go under pressure, right? What are the things that are going to rise up after this? Right, I'm gonna put this down because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut myself on it. It's very, very sharp. They're not like New Jersey pine cones. So take a comfortable seat and just sit up nice and tall. So I took a couple notes about that whole process. So the process is called serotiny, and it's an ecological adaptation exhibited by some seed plants. And it means basically that they release their seeds to an environmental response. They release something in response to that stress or that distress that's around them. So each one of us has been in distress. We talked yesterday about feeling like maybe you're in the midst of the fire, right? And it's still burning, right? And it's clearing some things out, but it's still really tough. So today, as we think about it, right, we can think about those things that can start to rise up. Maybe those things that we're grateful for. Maybe those things that make us feel better. Or maybe those things that challenge us to become a better person or better version of ourselves. So as we turn within today, we're going to consider those things. So sit up nice and tall, however's comfortable for you. You can close your eyes or just soften them. And allow yourself to come back to your breath. We started with the breath. Just notice that inhale and the exhale. Feel yourself filling up on your inhale and emptying out on your exhale. And just begin to allow your shoulders to move back, your hips to release down. Check in with your jaw here. See if you can relax your jaw. Relax the muscles of your face. Good. Allow yourself to just be present with what you've got. So we're still in the midst of this big change. We're still trying to figure out how to adapt. And just like the pine cone, when we come under pressure, some of those really good qualities in us can rise up. Qualities of leadership, of strength, compassion, of steadiness. So as you turn within, that's the time that you get to tap into those things. So as you close your eyes, just start to fill yourself up as you inhale. And empty out the breath as you exhale. Just feeling yourself start to settle into right where you are. Into your body, into your breath. Noticing what starts to rise up. And yes, sometimes when we close our eyes, fear and discomfort rise up. But it's not limited to that. To allow yourself to feel all the things that come up, not just the negative or the scary ones, but also that sense of community, that sense of support that you have from those closest to you, even if they're not physically close to you. Allow these good qualities, these redeeming qualities, to start to rise back up in you. Courageousness, strength, resilience. And they don't have to free flow all the time, but when we feel empty, we can start to turn back within and dig a little deeper, getting into those places that will help us to thrive. Those stores of goodness deep within us. Just give yourself a few more breaths here, just considering those things, feeling them start to rise up in you, allowing you to face another day, another shift, another patient, another school assignment, whatever it is that's on your plate today. And when it starts to feel overwhelming, which it will, right? You come back to that source, come back to your breath. Come back to your steadiness. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath here, just slowly inhaling, emptying out as you exhale. Continuing with your breath, you can bring your hands back in front of your heart. May we remember that we are never alone, that we are always supported May we remember that that breath is there for us, to steady us, to guide us. May we remember the support of our community as we offer out, but we also allow ourselves to receive. So we close today by bowing to each other, bowing for your courageousness, for your openness, for your resilience through this time. And we'll bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Nicole Traum with Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. And I hope to see you tomorrow at 6:40 or on the replay. Thanks for watching. Bye.